Well, today is July 19th, and we've made our way south to Yokohama to visit the Ramen Museum. And we have now arrived. And we are going to go in and we are going to check it out. And even got little ramen bowls all over the top of the entrance. Okay, well, we got into the Ramen Museum, and it basically describes the whole history of ramen and how it was invented and how it came in as part of the Chinese noodle culture cuisine. And it gives a whole history of it. And it talks about all the different restaurants and how it came along after World War II. And how they had black market ramen and the whole thing. And it evidently goes all the way back to like the 1100s, or 1488 evidently. And in about the 1980s, a fellow invented instant ramen noodles, and then he basically cornered the market on it, made all sorts of money. And you can see more of these plastic food dishes that we saw 2 days ago. They sell it in the restaurant district. These are all different ramen noodle dishes. And then here's an old stand, actual authentic ramen stand. And Uncle Charumara in the 1960s basically would peddle ramen from this stand. And it talks about the different soup bases for ramen. And they also have dishes, all different ramen bowls on the side there. It's like a gallery of ramen dishes. Some of them are quite beautiful. And over here you can actually get a ramen noodle dish made up to go when it's dried. And then you can put your name on it and everything. So here's some examples here of what you can do. You order it and you get a certain recipe, certain soup broth and everything. And you have a restaurant back in there. It's quite the production. So part of the museum, there is a whole ramen restaurant, and you are encouraged to buy some ramen as part of your price of admission. And they have all different styles of ramen that you learned about throughout your visit. So people will go and pick which ramen they want, and then they will cook it up for you, and you have lunch. And this is made to look like an old Japanese city. Including the outdoor sky, even though we're indoors. Then you can go right around the perimeter. And it's like, again, it's like you're walking down an old city street. Very cool. Very authentic. They got people's laundry hanging out. And we're back. Signing off from the Ramen Museum. Well, we took the subway from the Ramen Museum and we wound up at Chinatown, which is actually really close to the port of Yokohama. And you can see some of the distinctive buildings of the skyline. And there's like an observation deck up there that you could go in, I guess. It's a very pleasant evening. We came later in the day because it was 34 Celsius out today and we really didn't want to be out in that heat. And there's a big cruise ship over there. And they've got a nice fountain through there. And here we are at the gate of Chinatown. Quite impressive. Beautiful. And it's quite a vibrant atmosphere here. All sorts of different foods, of course, like just xiaolongbao, pork buns, classical Shanghai, and souvenirs. That's a good idea. And there's a store with all sorts of Chinese goods in it. They've got nice street lights. Not as crowded as a night market, but that's probably because there's a lot more space as well. Lots of fun. Here's a nice, really nice building here. 1955. Well, we came down a back alley and there is a shrine right here. Very cool.